Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and welcome to my part 5 of my Reign of the Predacons review, where I will be taking a look at the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe class, Lazerback. And here he is in his Beast mode. And upon doing some research on this one, it's sort of a similar situation to that of Ripclaw, where this is supposed to be a dragon. And you can kind of see the features, especially in the head area. This is supposed to be a wingless dragon. But the tail, because of the spiky sort of axe-like tail, it kind of reminds me of a Manticore. Ripclaw was a similar situation. But yeah, here he is in his beast mode, which is pretty cool. Pretty interesting dragon mode. Nice that they're going with different varieties of dragons. And this one is wingless. So, let's get on with our articulation. First of which is that his arms are on ball joints. You have you got a swivel here, bend here, ball joint at the front paw. Head can go up and down a little like this. The mouth can open and close. And check out them teeth. It would have been nice if they painted the teeth, but well, this is a Deluxe class Beast Hunters figure, so that'd be a bit asking. That might be a bit asking a bit too much, but it would have been nice if they painted the teeth. Still not bad. For the back legs, yeah, ball joint here, hinge there, yeah, hinge there, swivel there, another hinge, hold on, hinge there, smaller hinge here, and ball joint at the hind foot. Tail can kind of move up and down, but I don't think it's supposed to. And that's pretty much it for our articulation in his beast mode. Oh, and also these shoulder bits can also move up and down as well. Can fold up and down. For his beast mode, I like having it up. Kind of resembles more of like a, what's I'm looking for, like a, you know when you look at cats or dogs when they get really angry, the hair on the back of their, the fur on their back sort of stand up. This is sort of what I'm trying to emulate here. Which is pretty cool. Not bad. So he's got articulation. And he has his weapon, which is actually part of his back. If you lift this up, you have this weapon here, which can rotate there. And this weapon is referred to as, I believe, the Toxic Spike Blaster. And pushing a little more, it is spring-loaded. There you go. You press this little orange part here to fire this two-pronged missile-like weapon, which I think is supposed to be some kind of poison spike, which is neat. Plus, you can also, if you dig your finger in here, you can also open this piece up to have it just open up. You got some little detailing in there. Why? I don't know. However, I do like having it open while he's in his robot mode. But it looks better when it's closed. And we're just going to close that back up. Well, let's just remove this thing for now. Just close this back down. Whoops. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen yet. Oh yeah, so that's it for the beast mode. So let's get on with a transformation. And he's actually fairly simple. Lazerback here. What you gotta do, you gotta stand him up. Straighten out the feet. Straighten out the feet. Straighten out the feet. And that's pretty much it. He is not that great in he's not good at standing because of the weird design for the legs. You could do it like that, but it looks really weird. Well, the feet is basically just yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Well, let's get on with the upper body. This is where the main transformation is. First things first, fold down these bits, open up the chest area, and then you separate this piece here to reveal his robot mode head, and then you feed the dragon head into his chest area, like so. Then you close it back up, and you'll feel like a soft click here for his to know that this went in properly. Now for the weapon, let me just unplug it because you can take it off of there to get more room, to get more clearance. Then this piece, what I do is that you fold it back a bit and just have these sort of spikes facing down to give it a much cleaner look, in my opinion. So you get the head. And now we're almost done. Next step, you can come to the tail, remove it, Put it off to the side, and I'll show what that is later. And then push the tail up as far as it goes. I think if you move this around, yeah, you could do that. You can do it like this. It's another way to sort of streamline everything. Now for the legs, what you're supposed to do is just push them together like so. There you go. You hear a nice click. And that's it for the legs. However, the legs do stay... Oh, I actually forgot. This piece can actually go forward for the transformation. So you can push this forward to make it easier to to feed the head through it. As you can see, you didn't really need to, but heck, I forgot you can do that. But there you go. So now for the arms, you fold this out and around like so. Rotate forward the hands. Come on, push down like so. Hands. And there we have it. This is Lazerback in his robot mode, which doesn't look half bad. However, the feet could be a problem for posability, since these have like so many hinges and they're not, and especially this bottom one for me is not that strong. But you can work with it. The legs are a very weird design. I think out of all of the Predacons here, he has, I think, the weakest legs. Just yeah, you got the Lazerback here has the weakest legs. And well, for articulation, the legs are exactly the same as in his beast mode. What changes that his head is now on a ball joint. Oh, let me check out that head sculpt. Pretty nice, pretty cool head design. Oh, yeah, I like it. Pretty cool head design, head sculpt. For the arms, it's the same. You got your ball joint here. You have this elbow here, which now yeah, still have the elbow, but now his hand is on a swivel, so it can rotate a bit. And that's it. The legs are the same articulation. And if you break him, he can do a fantastic kick. You do a pretty good kick if you break his pelvis. But if they're connected, how it's supposed to, he can only kick that far. So it's kind of meh. Like I said, biggest gripe that this figure has is the legs are very weird design. Makes him kind of annoying to stand. So let's get on with his accessories really quick. First, his tail actually forms. He's got a little plug there which you can put in his hand. Can form a tail, like a spiked tail club / mace or whatever weapon. He's got a melee weapon in the form of his tail, which is like a whip, I think is what it's called. And then you have another peg here to hold his other hand so that his toxic spike blaster can he can hold as a gun. So he has a blaster here. And yeah, you have to angle it a bit so that you can actually fit this thing in there. So here is his weapon with his melee weapon. So he has his long range and his close range. And then if you want to, you can split this open and have it open. I prefer it closed because I think it looks a little bit nicer closed. Yeah, let me get him in a pose. And that's pretty much it. That's it for him. That's his transformation. These are his weapons. And overall, I think he's a pretty solid figure. He's not bad. Could be better. The biggest problem is that his legs are not very good legs. Like they're not. He's a pain to stand, and he can topple over very easily. Like I barely poked him. Yeah, but if you finagle it enough, you can get him. So you can actually get him standing and get some dynamic poses. But the legs are just not that good. So I guess some facts about him. He does have a repaint in the form of Vertebrae. It's same thing, but it was the same mold. It was just repainted orange and yellow, I believe. More of a cheetah theme. I think that's where they were going for. And that was it. And I think out of the what is it, the Beast Hunter Predacons, he's the only one that was actually repainted and reused. The other ones hadn't happened, although Skylinks and there are Skylinks and Dark Steel, which are repaints of Grimwing and Skystalker, but those are Target exclusives, and I don't really count them. But of the regular main line, he's the only one that actually got a repaint in the form of Vertebrae. And that's it. Overall, solid figure, not too bad. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Lazerback. I love the name too. Although I think I like Vertebrae a little more. Like in terms of the names, I think this guy and his twin, I guess, have really cool names. So yeah, this has been my review of Lazerback here. And this has been part 5 of my Reign of the Predacons review. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.